Seriously, I see some of the people I interact with on Twitter and Instagram, and they're like in middle school or like going to high school. I'm like, you look better than I do now. Like, what are they feeding you? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You are in for such a treat today. Not only am I doing how I did my makeup in high school, which was horrible and I don't want to relive it, I am also showing pictures from high school, and it's the kind of pictures I don't want all over the internet because they're so cringy, but here I am and they're gonna be posted. So hopefully you don't judge me too much, but it was rough. It was really rough. So many people are like, Lana, you're so pretty. I wish I looked so pretty like you. Probably from like 4th grade until my senior year, I looked awful. I went through an awkward stage that lasted like 10 years. So everyone goes through that. And also makeup does wonders. So look at me now. Yeah. I really didn't get into makeup until probably my senior year, towards the end of it. Even then, I didn't do a lot with it. My junior year, I was a little bit into it, but I still didn't know what I was doing. I didn't put mascara on my bottom lashes then. It was a mess. It was seriously a mess. And so I have this whole box here of either makeup I used to wear or makeup that I've never worn. And lucky for you guys, not lucky for my skin because I'm going to break out, I have some of the same exact makeup that I wore. I know my skin's going to break out, but lucky for me too, lucky for you, lucky for me, I didn't have to go out and spend more money. I did awful things in high school. The makeup area was just really hurting on that one. So I hope you guys enjoy this. If you want to see how awful my makeup was in high school and how bad I looked, just keep on watching. Okay, so every morning, well, I'm lying, not every morning, but when I did wash my face, instead of just wiping it with a washcloth, I use Clean and Clear Morning Burst, which I actually bought more of like a couple months ago, and I used it today just to really get this going, and just the smell of this reminds me of waking up at 6 a.m., half asleep, dreading going to high school. Memories. I did a lot of different renditions of makeup in high school. Sometimes I would just wear concealer, sometimes I'd wear this, sometimes I'd wear gold eyeshadow, sometimes I'd wear that. I decided to just put together the cringiest makeup look that I probably did, and the most embarrassing. I don't know if I have exact pictures of this, but you guys will see, like, Lana, that's not good. Today I'm going to be using a compact makeup. Sometimes I did use BB cream, CC cream. It all turned out awful, so I don't think it really matters. This I definitely started wearing towards the end, probably like my sophomore, junior year, but I think it still qualifies for that. I just realized I need a mirror, so hold on. When I was in high school, mostly my freshman year, I had pretty bad acne. It wasn't awful. I thought it was a lot worse, and it was kind of embarrassing because I didn't know really how to cover it up. So I did go to the dermatologist, and I remember as I was going to her, I learned how to cover up my pimples better, and my dermatologist was like, wow, you cover those up well, and I was like, I know I do, so thank you for the compliment. So yeah, so I'm going to be using Neutrogena Healthy Skin Compact Makeup. I just had really weird skin in high school. It was either really dry or oily and pimply, so, and I definitely didn't put on primer. I didn't put on even moisturizer. Sometimes I put on Cetaphil, rarely. I was like, I don't need moisturizer. That's going to mess up my makeup. So, just going to go in. Oh god, I'm not looking forward to this. Smells awful. Oh my god. And if I didn't have like sponge that came with it, I'd either use my hands, what are sponges? Or sometimes, if I was really feeling like dolling myself up, I would use my mom's blending sponge that was disposable, like right afterwards, that you can buy in packs for like $1. My friends were really into makeup and they would do my makeup sometimes, but like they were like, Lana, you need to do this, you need to do this, and I was kind of scared to try it out. You know what I'm saying? This is really not blending well. Am I doing something wrong? And it makes me look way whiter than I should be. Like, this is it. Like, I was pale, and I still am, but I wasn't like this. Like, especially if you're not going to add much to it. It was like, oh my god. Not the good. So, I can't remember the exact order, but I definitely, well, I used concealer, but I didn't use it the way I do now with like the highlight under her eyes, stuff like that. I never. Maybe a little bit. I do like a little bit under here, but it wasn't like how I do it now. So I either use Almay Clear Complexion Blemish Healer, which these are actually really good to have like the blemishing healer things in it, or I'd use a Neutrogena. Forget the name. I don't even think they still have it anymore, but it had like a sponge top and you twist the bottom and the product would come out. It really wasn't awful, but this one, this is always so watery and it still is. So what I do with this is I just go in and I cover up any pimple that I had and just do a little bit under the eyes. I had a lot more to conceal back then, so you know it took me a little longer. And of course, I used my finger, which, when you use your finger for this kind of stuff, it wipes away the product. It does not blend it in. So basically, I'd be doing it for nothing. And my pimples would still show. And then, this is my favorite part. Like, my actual favorite part, which made me look the worst. Then I'd go in with a mineral powder foundation. I didn't realize that there was something called a translucent powder, so I just thought like, oh, you use this on top of everything. By the end of the day, my makeup would be so bunched up around my face, and I'd be so oily. It was just awful. It was awful, and at one point I was like, you know, maybe I shouldn't put the powder over it. But then I kept putting the powder over it, so I don't listen to myself. But anyway, this is Serious Skincare. I don't think a lot of you have heard of it. It's from HSN, which is a show, well, a network, and you can find it online. My mom, she's used this for years, like before I was even born, so this is the makeup I used when I first started using, because she had so much extra stuff and stuff like that, so this is what I would use, and we're like the same color, so they do have great skincare, and they do have great makeup. It's just, I didn't use it correctly, so I didn't appreciate it as much, but here we go. I put it all over my face. I have a dinosaur living in my house. Okay, so next I'd either wear like this really, it was actually a pretty color, but I didn't really like do anything with it, but it was like this gold shade. But the worst one that I'd wear all the time, and like literally one time my friend told me I looked dead wearing it, is this purple little eyeshadow. Nothing else, just this. And it has a little charm on it. And then I take handy dandy little eyeshadow thing, and I just put it all over my lid. It's not bright, but it is it's pale, so it's not super attractive if you're not doing anything else with it. But I didn't know that. That's it. I didn't wear eyeliner. I didn't even wear mascara because my whole freshman year I wore glasses, which I have here today. I'll add them to the look. And then I switched out between glasses and contacts after that. But this, I wouldn't wear mascara or anything because I was like, I don't want my glasses to smudge. And everyone's like, you need to wear mascara. If you're going to wear eyeshadow and other makeup, you're going to look washed out, which I didn't believe them, so. And then occasionally, if I wanted to add a little something to my face, which usually I just looked washed out, I'd wear this blush, also from Serious Skincare. This really cute Ulta, I don't even know if it's for blush. And I just add a little bit, like barely noticeable. And then finally, for lipstick, I never like prepped my lips with anything. I wish I still had this lip gloss, but it was Wet n Wild. It was pink and like super glossy, like almost frosty, and that was like my go-to. It looked awful, but it was my go-to. But another thing I wore, I kept in my backpack, I think every single year of high school, was this. It was from Bath & Body Works, Vitamin Mentha, Poppy Pink Mint, so it had menthol in it, and it was this bright pink color. I wish I knew better. Like, I'd reapply this throughout the day. Like, I thought it was like that cute. Ugh. And it had this very strong minty taste and smell. Awful. Okay, so now for the special add-on, which is like literally the best part. I'm going to put on the glasses that I wore in my freshman year. My friend literally told me I look like Sarah Palin. Oh God. Yep. These are it. And I was a little chubbier. And I either wear my hair. This is going to give me a headache because it's so prescription. But as it's so strong. Okay, so I either wear my hair. Well, it didn't look like this. But I either wear it down. And I never parted it anywhere other than the middle. And I never did anything. So it was like very flat. And I'd wear it like this. My hair was a little bit straighter. Or I'd put mousse in it. And I think that my hair was curly, but it was just because it was so crunched up with mousse. It was awful. Or most of the time, I'd wear it up in a very, very tight bun. In 7th grade, I got lice, and I think it scarred me for life. So for like 2 years, I wore my hair up. Like I never wore it down, ever. So, and this is actually a shirt I wore a lot in high school. So, this is it. This is the final look. Do you guys want to be me now? Yeah.